Hello, welcome to the Divinely Guided Book Club. I am Yas and this is Kaylee, and today we're going to be talking a bit about the books that we are reading for this launch season. But before we get into it, I thought I would take this moment to introduce you to Kaylee and tell you about how we met. So over to you, Kaylee. Let our wonderful viewers know who you are.
Hi viewers, my name's Kaylee. I am a young adult and I joined this book club because I'm looking for more of a spiritual guidance and more of a spiritual home, and I would just like to share my kindness with the world. So that is who I am.
That is who you are.
Yes. And then how we met was our cats were very drawn to each other.
Our cats brought us together.
Our two little cutie patooties. They're both little ginger kitties. And yeah, so we met that day and we just spoke about our cats together. And then from there we spoke about our spiritual lives.
Yeah, it came up so randomly. So I had seen you before.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever I took Todd, that's my cat, whenever I took Todd out for a walk, there were a few times that I would see you,
Mm-hmm.
but we never spoke.
No.
And I would just be like, hi. And you'd be like, hi. But that was it.
Mm-hmm.
And then one day, I think it was like in the last 2 months.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
One day, you and I happened to both be out at the same time, taking our cats for a walk. And when my cat spotted your cat, it was like, stars in the eyes. They're both males. I'm just putting it out there. But they were drawn to each other like this.
Mm-hmm.
So my cat came sprinting towards your cat, and I came running after him because I was worried that he may fight, or your cat may fight with mine. But they ended up just bonding. And then in that moment that we met, somehow we ended up talking about spirituality and astrology. And then from there, it led to us having chats together and doing card readings, and then it brought us here.
And here we are today.
Yeah, it was meant to be. Thank you, cats. Thank you, cats. Okay, so let's talk about the books that we are reading. So remember, we are in our launch season. We do not have an official reading theme. That will kick off in January 2026. We have a guest who wants to be known on this video. Okay. Okay, Todd just jumped onto the table, but he is exiting the table.
Yes.
We're just going to make sure he lands safely.
Yes.
There we go. Okay. He wanted to be here, but he just doesn't want to be seen. Camera shy cat. Okay, so back to what I was saying. We are currently in launch season. Our official reading theme will kick off in January 2026. So for this time, we are just gathering. We are bringing whatever book we happen to have with us. We are coming together, finding our reading buddies, our book club buddies, and we're just talking about whatever it is that we have with us at the moment. So my book is The Joy Diet by Martha Beck. And I'll tell you why I'm reading this, and it's a little bit embarrassing. So as the name suggests, it is about discovering how to experience more joy in your life. And I struggle to have fun. I don't want to say that it's like an age thing. I really hope. Because then, like, you got problems. You've got problems later on. I really hope that it's not an age-related thing.
I don't think so.
But what I did notice when I left my career last year and I went through my dark night of the soul time, everything that I really enjoyed just died. So the things that used to make me really happy, dancing was one of them. Reading books, thank goodness it's coming back. I'm so glad. Reading books was something that I loved so much, but it's not the same. So what I'm finding now is that I will be drawn to a particular book. I'll be really into it, and then sometimes while I'm in the book, like halfway through, the passion just dies. Or after I read the book, then my passion is gone and I don't want to read for a while. So I'm hanging on by a thread to the one thing that still makes me happy, which is reading. And so I thought that this book would help me to, I don't know how to have fun, how to be more joyful. That's what I really hope to get from this book. And how this book found me was on its own, like by accident. So I was online searching, I was literally searching for books on how to live a happier life. Like, if people see my Google search history, they will feel so sorry for me. And as I was looking for books, I came across a whole range of books, and this book, like, it just popped itself up there as a recommendation. It's not like I went searching for this title. And when I saw it, it was so appealing. And so that was how I found this book. And I'm really excited. Like, I think that's a good first step. The fact that I'm excited to read, like, I'm getting it back. My joy is coming back. So that's my book. Tell us about your book.
Okay. So my book is The Lightwork. It found me because Yash gifted it to me after our first meeting. And whoopsies. And to be honest, I haven't read in a while. Well, before you gave me this book, I hadn't read because I was moving up and about quite a bit. And I hope that this book just reminds me how much I enjoy it. My voice is going. I don't know what's going on.
Maybe it's like a throat chakra activation thing.
I don't know. But yeah, I didn't expect much because I didn't know what the book was about before going into it. And as I'm reading it now, I think it's just bringing me back to myself, my old self, and I'm healing the parts of myself that needed it the most. So yeah, that's what I'm getting from it.
So it found you at the right time.
It did, yes. As a younger person, I think it's very good to start off with books like these, especially going into my 20s now. So yeah, I'm very grateful and I'm very excited.
Yeah. So you've started reading it already. Is there anything that has really, like, caught your attention, like quite significant? Anything that stood out for you?
I think it's just that I have the power within me, that the light is already within me, no matter how small the spark is, I still am the light. And I just need to look after that light and, nurture that light. And it will grow into maybe a star one day.
Yeah.
You know? So that's what stood out to me the most. I think that was the last chapter, the power chapter. And I'm really enjoying remembering that this is what I've known since I was small. You know?
Oof. So, remembering.
Yeah. Ooh, oopsies.
Cat attack. Oh boy.
You okay?
He really wants to be in this video.
He does.
He's like, you guys are not gonna take the spotlight without me.
Not at all.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Okay. I think it's a hairball. So in all my years, I've got him for 7 years now. He's never actually coughed up a hairball. Sorry if this is gross. But what he does is that he'll have a bit of a choking moment. He will choke and keep it down because he's like a distinguished cat.
Yes.
He doesn't want to have any outbursts. He keeps it in. So then he ends up doing that. And it was very scary and like concerning in the very beginning, but he's been doing it so often that we know whenever he does that, he's just trying to loosen it, but also keep it down. Yeah. Okay, but we digress. We were talking about what you learned from the book, and I liked that you said you're learning how to nurture your light. Is there anything that you've started doing to nurture your light?
I suppose with Tigger, I've looked differently on praising him because he isn't just a cat anymore, and I've looked and been a bit more patient with my younger self in my past, and especially the people around me.
Yeah.
Because as different as everyone is, we're still a part of the same world. So, yeah, I think that's how I started, that's how I tried. And then I'm journaling, also getting in touch with my old hobbies like you are as well. And yeah, I think I'm starting small, but I'm getting there.
Yeah. I like that. And you said Tigger is her cat.
Yes.
You said that you're realizing he's not just a cat anymore.
Yes.
What does that mean?
I see him more as my child. Because I can't see him as just an animal that I found on the street. Because he lives with me. And he sees everything that I do, and he sees everything that my family does, and I see a part of myself in him now. Because he's living with my family, so he's like my little baby. Yeah.
They are our kids. Yes. I know that almost every cat owner will agree that a cat is more than just a cat.
Yes.
I feel the same way. Yeah.
I'm very grateful for it though. Even though it's frustrating, but still grateful. 100%. 5 o'clock wake ups is perfect, you know?
At least we don't have to pay school fees.
At least.
Yeah.
Just cat food and cat toys.
Yeah.
And treats. And all that other stuff.
Cool. Thank you.
Thank
you for sharing.
Thank you for listening.
And from my side, so I just started reading yesterday, so I haven't gotten into too much of my book. The very first chapter, it's so interesting. It says, do nothing. In order to experience more joy in your life, the first recommended step is to do nothing every single day for at least 15 minutes. And I think I've been unconsciously doing this for like the last year because I lost interest in so many things. I've just been doing nothing. So it's not that difficult for me to start like consciously doing this. But what I read that was like, oh my gosh, this makes me feel so much better about what I've gone through, is that the author mentioned when your body needs a break from taking in too much information, it will start making you lose concentration. It will start on its own. It will just like shut off from the world so that you can have that space of nothing. Because in that space of nothing, that is where everything is born, right? So if we don't give ourselves time to rest and to just be, then we will probably destroy ourselves. It's like a machine that operates forever and then will overheat and crash. So I found that so interesting that she described that the body or the brain will like turn on itself. She didn't use those words, but that's like how I'm interpreting it. Because what happened to me when I was in my last few months in my career was I noticed that my attention was going downhill. And I could not accept that because I know myself, I knew myself, I knew what my capabilities were, I knew how I could perform. And now suddenly my brain is like, nah, now we're not doing this. And it was horrible. It was horrible to show up to work where you are expected to perform at a certain level, where you attend a meeting and people turn to you at the end of that meeting asking, what happened? Can you tell us? And I'm like, would you believe it if I said that my brain is actually shutting down? Like, is this acceptable? I went through such a difficult phase back then because I thought that I was like losing my intelligence. I don't know how else to describe it. And I had to just accept it. And eventually I ended up leaving, but it's returning. So I know that it wasn't like a permanent breakdown. And just reading this, it gave me so much comfort and reassurance that it was meant to happen. Because I was operating at 1,000 kilometers. And so it needed a rest, it needed a pit stop, and the only way to get me to do that was to shut my brain down.
Take a break.
Yeah. Yeah.
Step back.
So I guess like I haven't yet experienced something profound in how I'm living life differently now, because like I'm still in the very early stages of the book, but it's helping me close a past grievance. Yes. Am I pronouncing that correctly?
Yes.
It's helping me make peace with what happened over a year ago. And to me, that's just as powerful as taking an action moving forward. So maybe this was something someone needed to hear. Maybe their minds are shutting down and turning on them. And maybe this was something that they needed to hear, that it can happen for your own benefit, and it's okay if it does. Yeah.
So nice. I'm happy you're taking a break and reading this new book. So that's nice.
Thank you. So I'm planning to read one chapter per
day?
Per week? No. So the book does recommend reading and implementing each chapter 1 week at a time.
Okay.
Because the changes, although simple, it can be difficult if you've never done this before. And developing new habits are not easy. So I thought I'll try to stick to what the author is recommending. But also, I unconsciously started doing this a long time ago. So it might also get boring. I'll see. Maybe I'll adjust it. Maybe like after 4 days, if I feel like this is second nature to me, I will just move on to the next chapter. But my plan is not to devour this book in 1 day, like I have done with so many books. My plan is to really take it in slowly and to actually make the changes. To not just read it and move on with my life, but to actually change my life.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
But I mean, also with the chapters that you already resonate with, maybe it might show a new perspective on things. So just scan it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just see what it has to say.
Yeah. So maybe it might even mention things that have already been done. So it's not something to implement. It's just like, how did this go over the last year?
How can you reflect on it now? Yeah. And look at it differently.
Cool. Giving me homework, but okay, I'll take it. I actually do this kind of thing in my free time. It's, I keep saying it's sad, but like, it's not sad.
It's not sad.
It's amazing. Yeah.
You have to live your life to the fullest.
Yes. So that is our books. that we're going to be reading for the next 2 months. We'll definitely share more as we get like halfway into the books. We'll have conversations again. And then at the very end of the season, of the end of 2025, we can have like a closing conversation on what did we take away most from this book? What are we most grateful for? Yeah.
It'll be fun.
Anything else you'd like to share?
No, not yet.
You'll save it for the next one.
Save it for the next one. I'm still getting there.
Cool. Well, that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining us, and please do let us know what book you are reading. So drop a comment, let us know the name of the book, the author, how the book found its way to you, how it was divinely guided towards you, and if there's anything that you've taken away from it so far. Maybe you've had some profound insights, maybe you've even made some miraculous changes. We would love to know. And stay connected. Follow the social media accounts, YouTube and Instagram, at Divinely Guided Book Club, to keep up to date with new announcements and all of the videos, future videos that we'll be sharing. Thanks so much for joining.
Thank you.
We'll see you soon. Bye. Yay!